there. Happy Wednesday. We are in a go live and ask questions later or something. Because I'm not, I'm changing this from mandala coloring because that's probably not what I'm going to do. Okay. So we get that. I don't know why I'm showing my keyboard. Like I said, it was like go live, ask questions later. We'll figure out what we're going to do later. One thing I want to do is put away some of this stuff that's on my desk. But I need to take a break. So this is what I do when I take a break. Let's see, I'm looking for something to color. I do have something I've been working on. Well, a few things actually. Kind of switched around what I was working on. Kind of halfway trying to clean my desk too. And let's see, my phone needs some things got out of whack on my desk over the past few weeks. I guess because of work. And things I had to focus on for work. Excuse my arm. I'm gonna put my phone on my charger because I hope my husband didn't. I don't know. I think my husband went to take somebody to an appointment, and I don't know why I got the feeling like he's gonna stop by that coffee place we went to last week and bring me something home. I just have a feeling he's gonna do that. I don't know why, but okay, let's see. Something I did this morning. I actually purchased the tools, the sponges to go on top of those pan pastel handle things. Um, I guess I'm just going there. They look like they could be used for a lot of different things. So even if I don't wind up using pan pastels, I'm probably I'll find a use for them. Um, I kind of am okay. This is why I thought about it. Why I'm probably kind of weird. I act kind of weird and goofy about different coloring supplies or whatever is because one, I don't want to be buying stuff all the time. Oops, that came off of these. Um, I don't want to be buying a lot of stuff, and not using it, and also I a lot of times I want to use stuff, but I don't know how. And I don't have a whole lot of time to be like trying to learn how to use stuff. I don't have that time. I'm doing like a whole lot of other things that I put a lot of mental energy into. And when I sit down to color, I just want to color. I don't want to have to think hard. It's my release from thinking hard, right? So I think that's why like I sound kind of funny sometimes when I'm talking about certain coloring supplies. So yeah, I was thinking about that this morning while I was working. Okay, I gotta get rid of some crumbs here. I don't like that. Shavings. Um, yeah, I don't, and yeah, that's basically it. So, and I don't want to have more than I can use either. That's another thing. Um, and so if I have it, I want to use it. Okay, so that's my beginning rant. Oh, hey, Mandy. Hey, Mary Jo. Nice to see you both. And maybe I'll just put this on the screen so I don't miss anybody. Um, so I've been coloring in this since Sunday when I went live, and Taylor joined me. Um, and I was working on this page, and I was using my excuse me, the Staedtler Pigment Arts pen. I started using those. Um, I'm rather uncomfortable with them. I like how they feel, and I like the hand with them. I did pull out, where is it now? I did go downstairs after that live, I think it was, and I got my blending liquid. And ooh, that's kind of, and started using that. But again, this is new to me, not really comfortable with it. And so I just kind of was like looking to see, okay, what's this do? What's this do? And something it was doing on the page was kind of bubbling up a little bit, like the color. So like the pigment was separating, um, so that it looked like there were darker color bubbles of whatever the pigment was. Um, where I colored it, and I don't know. Let's see, maybe we'll just see it on this one. Uh, this one here. I don't know if you can see that the darker bubbles there. Now I'm gonna blame it on me, right? That's what I'm gonna do. Hey, Regina, but I don't know. I put it on with I put some of that liquid in a little, one of these little brushes, these, and that's how I applied it. Yeah, and so I don't know what made it do that. And even though I kind of liked the effect that it had, because it kind of fit in with, what the page is. So I can think of it as being a kind of on purpose, but I know that's not really what it's supposed to do. I don't think, so I felt kind of uncomfortable with that. And yeah, so uh, I don't come out the gate busted open and start using stuff and keep using it, because again, like, actually with those Pigment Arts pens, I'm kind of thinking one reason for me purchasing them, I was thinking more in terms, not so much for coloring books, more so for drawing and art and journaling, art journaling, and then in that way learning how to use them. But yeah, I just it takes me a long time for me to wrap my head around things. So hey, Anfield Road, hope your trains are doing well. Um, so I stopped working on this page. I did go in with some pencil, um, and the Faber-Castell Durant Chromaflows, because they were out on my desk at the time. Um, and and then I stopped, because one thing I'm thinking I want to put on this page are those sparkle pop pens, which kind of have a kind of iridescent sparkle to them. And so, but I need to be really thoughtful when I apply those, because I just don't want them to be all over the place everywhere in here. And so I don't really know what I want to do with this page next. Um, and I don't want to add a new color to this. I really want to keep it to like the two tones, blue, green, and purple. And I don't want to go anywhere else with it. And so that takes some self control that I don't have when my brain is, just in the I just want to color mood. So thank you. So yes, back burner. This is now on the back burner. Um, and what I did, because I was still in the mood to color, was I went in with this page, and I was like, I don't care, we're just going in with something. And I wound up using a Tan Mitt blue acrylic marker. I really like these markers. I like how they feel in the hand. I like that they have like a brush tip, a pretty firm brush tip, and that's kind of longish too, so it's a nice size. And then it has a bullet, kind of broad bullet point in it. Um, I think there's 36 in this set. Um, and so I went in and did the background, which you can see it looks kind of streaky. I'm just rolling with it. I suck with markers, so I just try to, I call things happy accidents all the time. It's like whatever it is what it is. Um, and then I went over it with a Prismacolor pencil, which I can't remember what color it was. It might have been that Indithone blue. And to kind of, in a way, to kind of minimize some of the streakage. But I also kind of like the streakage. I don't know. I feel like somehow, I feel like I want to draw in like bubbles in the background, like with like a white, some kind of white pen, or something like that. But I'm not there yet. So I covered over some of these. I tried to color around these things, like the pollen or whatever coming from the plants. That got to be a little too crazy. And I thought, you know what? I'm probably gonna color these things like with some kind of um acrylic marker anyway, like or a gel marker. So I finally said, just color over them. And so I did in some spots. Um, excuse me. I kind of need to go in here with the blue. Actually, I missed this part, so I'm gonna have to go in and do this too. I don't know if I'll do that now or not. I don't feel like doing anything really technical right now. So then, because that's what I was feeling that night too. I was tired of doing that with this entire page. Because I went over the entire page with the acrylic marker, which with the tip that's on that marker, you can see it's small. So that was a lot to do that. Um, and then went over it with pencil. By the time I was finished with that, I wasn't feeling going in to do this part that I missed. So, um, but I will. I don't know what I want to color the rest of this with. I'm not sure. I was thinking of maybe using the Neocolor ones or twos, but I don't even know what color I want these to be. These don't really look like underwater flowers, so I don't know. I'm not sure. I do like that this book is stitched. I have to say that. I haven't really been a Rita Berman fan, but I might be because her books are stitched. I'm telling you, for me now. It's paper and construction of the book. I'm all about that life now. Um, that's what convinces me to buy things, buy coloring books. So what I did was, when did I start this? Did I start this yesterday? Yeah, yesterday or Monday maybe. I started working on this page, and it's kind of a double pager, but I may not make them the same color. That sounds too much like boring. Um, so I did. I started this. Let's see how to start it. Prismacolor pencils, I think, because by then I had put away my Faber Castells. So, oh, you say listening is working on new Metcalf card kit build. Oh, cool. Yeah, the naming channel thing is weird. It's really weird. Um, yeah, but they keep changing things on us. Change, 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 change. Like I said, I realized that was the people in my family that lived into their 90s and hundreds. I realize now that was one of their um, greatest skills was learning how to negotiate change. When I think of how many changes that my grandmother had lived through, I'm like, whoa. And she was such a sweet person. And so sweet that, like, I mean, we all knew my grandmother, my family, but when at her funeral, the people who showed up at her funeral were like, who are you? And then they tell us a story about what my grandmother had done for them or whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh, we didn't know that. It's like we knew she was nice and a beautiful person, but we didn't know she was that nice and beautiful. It was really precious. Really precious. I miss her, but I'm glad she's resting. I'll see you again. When my grandmother passed, that's when I decided, you know what? I don't need to have kids because if my grandmother can't hold them, I don't care. Uh, anyway, yeah, I did. Well, Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that because I just went in and put something with my initials, but I didn't I don't know to do it real quick. But I'm gonna have to go back and look at the settings again and maybe fix it. So um I need my inhaler. That's why I keep it just fell. That's why I keep clearing my throat. I don't know why I always resist taking it, but I do. It's been so long since I only had to use it sometimes when I caught a cold. Um, but and then I hadn't used it for 10 years, and then this recent cold or whatever that I had, it's like whoa, I needed it. So anyway, so I've been working on this, and I don't know how far I want to go with color variation on this page. I already went in and I did these green. I don't know. I just had to. I don't know if I'm going to be happy with that in the end or not, but it is what it is. Okay. And what is this? This dark green is one of my favorite Prismacolor pencils. Excuse me. So I'm going to start going in with that. So I was halfway thinking of opening my Dark Fairy Tales book, but I really do have enough going on. But I guess I was thinking that because what I really need to do are some backgrounds in the little folks book and the what was I thinking? Can't remember what I was just thinking. And there's something I need to do in the I really got to think about what I do in the Jasmine Beckett Griffith Halloween coloring book, and I don't feel like thinking like that for that. I'm doing too much thinking for work lately, a lot. It's necessary. And so I'm also feeling like I need to break out with some other supplies. And so I'm kind of trying to think about what those are to work on both of those books. So me wanting to go and work in Dark Fairy Tales is because I know I can just go in there with just pencils on some things and be okay. I don't want to do anything deep thought. Just really, it's 5 weeks basically left to um, the semester where I got to be in front of people, um, which really isn't that long. And it also means there's a lot of work I have to do in the next 5 weeks. And so I got to kind of try and set myself up there so that I can be efficient with that. And God's given me grace and helping me learn how to rest. And that's something I have, well, I'm always talking about it. I have a hard time resting. And it's one of the biggest lessons of my life is to learn how to rest. And it is what it is. I almost feel like, I feel like I'm going to go in here with gel pens or something at some point, but um, sometimes I default to um, gel pens to make a page pop. So, actually, I have my master's. I would like to go for a PhD, but I don't know. I don't want to pay the money for it, and I don't know. I'd like to though. There's something about being in school that is just kind of like it's all you have to do is just read and write, and I like that. I'm a weirdo. I'd like to, and I kind of thought about it, but I kind of looked into. I kind of know where I want to go, and maybe that's one reason why I'm learning French now. Is because where I want to go, you have to be fluent in another language. Although I'm not tackling French to the level as if I'm actually going to apply for a PhD. So it's kind of funny, but I don't know. I think I want an honorary PhD. I said that a long time ago, even before I went back to school. I says I want an honorary PhD. I want somebody to give it to me because I already did the work, but I did it on my own. I don't know. That's kind of weird. I actually want to go through the process though, the program, because the conversations with people is what's really what I think is really wonderful. I'm a English major, literature, so it might be something like that. I also actually have been looking at seminaries for some reason though, even though I feel like going to a seminary is like going to college for music. It'll kill your love of it. But for some reason, I guess because some of the things I've been reading are by some people from particular seminaries. And so I found it, I thought, am I supposed to do that? Or not? Well, I don't know. Is it, I guess, is it a seminary or just getting a PhD in theology of some kind or whatever? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to let the Lord lead me because, in another way, I don't want to be going back to school now. I mean, I love school, but it's like I just want to be doing, not achieving, or achieve by doing or something. I don't know what that's about. Oh, yeah, I'm a person. I just want to. I don't know. I don't know. This needs to go back in its place, which is here. I don't want to lose this. Oh, is this a two or a one? It's a one. Ah, wrong place. That's why it's still out. I'm still trying to get my other cart up here. You know what? I'm going to put it in here for safekeeping because I don't want it to get mixed up. Is there another one that's out here? I'm trying to get my supplies put away. And that's another thing because I can only have a certain amount of supplies out at a certain time, which makes me switch what page I'm working on. Because it's like, okay, when I'm ready to do this part, when I'm ready to do a bunch of watercolor, then I'll put my other stuff away, get the watercolor stuff out, and do everything that I need to put water in at once. I can't have everything out at one time. All these caps are like, I don't think this cap is on this cap. Is there still liquid in there? It's a little bit. I probably need to use it up. This is. Does it screw on? What the heck? That doesn't fit either. I don't know which one goes on that. Okay, that seems to go on that. Maybe, maybe not. Is this supposed to screw? I don't know what's up with these things. Okay. Ooh, is that brown or blue? What is that? Maybe. Oh, I need this color. That's my point. I know I started with the sea horse here, and I don't know why I made them brown. I mean, I know they are. I don't know. The ones I've seen have been brown. The ones my friend had in her fish tank were brown. I guess that's why I picked brown. But I struggled with it though. and kept thinking, why did I pick this color? And thinking, well, maybe I'll go over it with some other color. I don't know. I still may do that. Kind of like I'm doing now, but I'm just kind of going with what it is. But I thought about changing the color a little bit, shifting it. So my husband, I came home yesterday. I don't know if I said this. I came home yesterday. My husband had gone hardcore on the room that has my oil painting stuff and that the piano, the old piano presently is in and the new piano will be in. I mean, he went hardcore cleaning and I was so shocked. And he did a great job. He did a great job. And so he's trying to figure out what to do about the flooring, whether he wants to, about that. And like, me, I always say, I'm a planner. I like to sit down and think all this stuff through all at once and then, have it like listed, recorded somewhere. And then if you need to make adjustments or changes to your plans, fine, but at least you knew initially what you really wanted. And my husband doesn't do that. So, um, so it's kind of like I was talking about the other day, like the whole compromise and that's one thing that for me makes marriage hard. It's like no, I'm a planner. I am a planner. And he is not. He's an impromptu person. That drives me nuts. Nuts. But I'm learning how to live with it. It's fruit of the spirit. That's really what it takes. Fruit of the spirit. And grace, 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 grace. So yeah, so yesterday I came home from work and it was like, whoa. I was pleasantly surprised. So um but then he was talking about something he wanted to do with my um like I have a bunch of stretcher bar frames that are already put together because when I was painting I was really painting like regularly, so I would put some together ahead of time to get ready for the next thing or something that I would work on while I waited for the other thing to dry. And he wanted to put them on the wall, like to hang on the wall. I was like, I can't hide. My face doesn't hide what I'm thinking. So my face was all scrunched up, like what? and it kind of like it kind of hurt his feelings or something. And that was the other day. And so yesterday he mentioned it to me again as as we were looking at what he did with the room. And um and I explained to him that I really don't want those to be out. They need to be away somewhere out of sight, where I can just pull from it when I need it. So that I really want to make the room not my room, but to let it be a creative room, but also to let it be a room for other people as well, you know and my painting stuff just in a corner where like I have a really really nice what do you call the thing, easel. I have a really nice easel that's very aesthetically like nice. So like to leave my easel up with whatever I'm working on there, that can be a part of the room, but have the other things like my palette and stuff like that, have it so that I can just put it away out of sight and it's not disturbing anything. um that's my goal because I want it to be a kind of a community room or something like that, especially with the piano there. So that's my goal. Mm-mm-mm. Keep trying to like get this darker, like it's not dark enough for me or something. I don't know why. And Prismas are so waxy. It's like, okay, you only got so much time for doing this, and it's gonna be like no more. Okay, let's see. Thinking about color. I'm just going all green. I was like looking at my was it the Evazar London pencils the other day, the case, and I was thinking, you know what, I really need to use those. That's why I kind of like, trying to chill with supplies because I have so much stuff. I need to use the stuff that I have. But then it's my learning curve. Oh, this is already sharp. I think that's the same color. My learning curve is so steep, or my time to learn is limited. Yeah, it's the same color. Which one do I want to use? Which one's shorter? Use the shorter one. Do I really want it green though? I want these green, I think. At least a little green. I was watching a short today by this bassist, and he was playing a baritone ukulele. I was like, a baritone ukulele? And he was playing on it, and it has a really nice sound. It sounds almost like it sounds like a classical guitar, but it has, looks like it had metal strings. And classical guitars have, like plastic strings. I don't know, not exactly plastic, but I think it has like a combination plastic and something else. Um, but it sounded really good. It had a nice tone. Yeah, and it made me want one. But I thought, no, you can't do that. You got to play the guitar you just got. The little one. But my nails are cut. I got to be dedicated to building up my calluses again. I'm going to get that in this. I don't want to make them all alike. Too waxy in there. It's very waxy. Where's that pale yellow? Or is it? Oh, yeah, I'll use it. I love this color. What does it say it is? I can't read it because the sand. So I think Prismas work nice on this paper. Oh yeah, because I got yellow on the pufferfish. Do I want him to be yellow too? Or do I need yellow on this side somewhere? I feel like they need to be purple, and I'm scared. This purple is very smoochy. Let me see. There's a color. I got pencils in the front. What I got in here? Color case. I need to get my own. Oh my gosh, I got a lot of pencils in here. I'm gonna get put away. Anything in here I want? There's a purple-esque, purple, pink. Well, you can see I use that a lot. Stay. Okay. I must have had them in there because I was using them for something, but I don't know what that was. I don't know. See if I can get. They have so many colors. Oh, we got purple galore in here. Okay. I'm going to take some of these out and put them. One of these is going to be the one. I don't know about the metallic. No, we're not doing metallic. I don't think. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Whoop. Okay, let me put these away in their place. There's some of them. It's a purple. Oh, it's like a really. It's really dark. I like that one. Where are all the greens? Room for the greens. There we go. Send them all out. So let's see what else is going on. I don't know. Well, let me move this to this side. Real quick pencil realignment. I really need to get my overhead set up back. Something I gotta work on. I have it where it could like switch between them. Would be good. So Mandy, you were saying you found a Halloween whip to work on? That's cool. I know all of a sudden you go back and you find it's like, oh, I could work on this. Let's see. I think I had another color that was out somewhere. And while I have this open, I kind of want to put it back. Nope, that's Avazar. I guess we won't do that now. Making a thumbnail for your video, Manfield. That was always something that I wanted, I liked, and thought was really cool, and was interested in a little bit as a kid. I was interested in a lot of things, but were model train sets. That was so fascinating to me. Yeah, that and like little and the dioramas. I always found that fascinating. I had to pick my battles. Can't do everything. As it is, I already like have too many things that I do that it's hard. I'm always like um, wrestling between. Okay, so I think I want that purple after all that. And maybe this one because it's a little bit darker. Possibly this one. Probably not these. So I'm going to put them in the zipper spot for just in case. And kind of, I'm always kind of a little leery when they put in a new color. It's like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I am starting with the lighter one. But I probably could sharpen this a little bit. I don't know if I want it to be too sharp because it might get kind of scratchy. And then when I put the Prismacolor may not hide the scratchy either. I don't want that to happen. So I was trying to get that mandala on that first page, the turquoise and purple or whatever, to do for a mandala Monday, but I think I better pick another mandala because it looks like it's going to take me longer to finish that one than I expected. Sometimes you don't know until you actually go in, you know. Okay, so can I do this one over it? Like this because it's kind of pinkish. It's not a real lavender. Okay, now on top of this, though, it looks like one. But this is a very kind of mushy pencil, the color in this color. And so I wanted the color under it so it would have something to kind of stick to and not get all smeary. I don't like when that happens. That happened like on the face here. It got like all like kind of gunky because I used all Prismacolors on it, and the particular Prismacolors I used were like a softish, mushy kind of textured pencil. So I want to avoid that with this because there's tiny things on here, and I don't want to, be going all over the lines and stuff with the mush. I need a tiny blender. I don't think I have anything that small. Well, I do have the color. Do I want to blend it yet? No. I do want to figure out what else do I want to be purple. Because we'll just do the same thing. And I think we're going to do this guy. There's a green hiding out. That way I can kind of get an idea of how the colors go together in here. And then, like, uh, I'm going to make this purple too. just do a little bit, like, so then I can look and see, okay, how does it look and what color, where do I want to turn that purple to? Do I kind of want to make it disappear altogether? Because like, nah, not feeling that. Do I want to add a kind of, if I add a yellow to this, I think it'll make it kind of brownish, but with a purple undertone, which might not be a bad thing. To kind of give it that cohesiveness, I don't know why. I'm starting to make everything purple. I don't know why. I'd like to make these guys red, but that's not going to fit with the picture. But I always look at a color that, I can turn it more this way than that way, Like, just because I'm coloring this lilac doesn't mean it has to stay all lilac. Depending on what other color I add to it, like even to outline it and then blend it in, it can kind of change the color. Oops, I almost did his face. I didn't mean to do his face. It's very soft too, so it's not a loud color. Just kind of good. What color do I want these guys? Kind of want them to be brown, but it's got to be different brown. I should make them pink. And you know what? That pink is kind of problematic too. I'm gonna get my color for that too. Oops. Zip the zipper on top. Pink, 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 pink. Oh, there we go. These colors are everything. Oh, look at this one. It's kind of dark, kind of purplish. I love these pencils. This was a good investment. The colored pencils. Okay, this is more the pink I want, like this. And it doesn't even look like I used it. Look at it. I'm going to take the lighter one. Yeah, these are more purple. I don't really... More of a purple pink. I'm going to put these as 4 or 2. Okay. Whoa. And, be right back. I gotta do something. Okay, I had to get some coffee, and my husband came home, and I had to check in. He had to check in with me. So, um, hmm, how do I feel about that? The purple. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going though. I don't know what to do about the bubbles. See, I need to stop thinking and just color. Stop thinking, just color. Oh, I just thought of something with this one. I need to move my page. I probably need to get this up here too. Ugh. Without a major disaster. Okay. Ugh. Why is this stuff leaning forward? I wasn't doing that before. Something changed in here. What changed? That's weird. Why all of a sudden is it doing that? Oh dear. Hold on. Why is this doing this? All of a sudden. And my coloring book's in a stack here. And all of a sudden the stack decided to come apart. It's like, really? How? How did it even do that? I wonder. It was just weird. Okay. And this is why I don't need any more coloring books. It's because it might be because the rug moved. Oh no, now something else is moving. What the heck? The rug must have moved. I don't like this rug. I need to get another one. It's most unsatisfactory. And I paid too much money for it to not be satisfactory. Okay, where are we? Back to... There's some nice pages in this book. I don't know why. I seem to respond well to water books, which is really odd, I think. And I'm thinking this probably is not her most popular book because it's a water book, but I like it. Just like I really like the Lost Ocean book by Johanna Basford, and I'm thinking that's probably not most people's favorite Johanna Basford book. I guess I like to be different. Or I am different. Okay, where are we? I don't want to do this. Push it pink, push it orange, or do both. Okay, the colors really like this paper. I almost feel like I need some kind of sparkle in there. I suppose I could play some of that music while I color. I know some people don't like it, but then that will keep me from feeling like I need to talk the whole time. Oh, let's see. Do I have a... It's kind of thinking pink in the middle, but it's got to be a different pink. Let's just keep going with it. and keep this kind of gray purple going rather than a really dark blue purple. I think I like that. I do. This is my little Brute Pruner white. That's been through a lot. I wonder if I can sharpen it with this. Nah, I don't like that one. I think I used the electric sharpener. I was watching Evelyn Colors video the other day, and her pencils are so sharp. I'm like, okay, I might need to get my pencils that sharp. I think that AFMAT. Excuse me. The AFMAT sharpener sharpens sharp like that. And now I'm thinking, now that I'm not so heavy-handed with coloring, I think, I might need one of those. And I wonder if you sharpen your pencils long and sharp like that, I wonder if it actually aids the longevity of your pencils. If you're not, you're not coloring hard, you're just lightly layering. I feel like it might, maybe dark purple in the middle. I don't know. Should we? There's another purple. What was that noise? Child. I hear all kinds of noises lately. I'm like, what is that? Yeah, for now. We'll probably go in later and do some more with it. But this is to give us an idea. I don't know. I may wind up adding orange to it. What happens if I add a little purple to this? Just a little. For continuity. Can you see it? You don't want it too dark where you can see it, actually. Just enough to kind of make everything kind of fit a little bit together. Just a little bit. Yeah. Excuse me. I saw a recipe on hey, TaylorMade. Sorry for the slurping. I needed my coffee. Maybe I should outline Mr. Pufferfish a little bit more. Oh, I saw a video yesterday on YouTube, a recipe for making, well, he called it a sponge cake. It's from the UK, but making basically, it looks kind of like a pound cake almost, or just a yellow cake loaf. It looks really good. But I'm making a cake with a can of sweetened condensed milk. Looks really easy. Basically, sweetened condensed milk, a stick of butter, flour, baking powder, and that was it, I think. Yeah, that was it. And it looks really good. I'm thinking about making it. But then it's funny. I want to make it, but I don't really want to eat it. Does that make any sense? I still haven't made the jelly cake that I wanted to make. That I do want to eat. I wonder, I can make these red, and that will kind of, or red-orange, and that'll go with this. And I need to get in this little nook and cranny, I think. Been using a lot of this carmine red. Gonna have to go and make some of these dots. Probably with a gel pen or marker. It's another thing. I feel like I need to use those, what are them things called? Those little dropper things of sparkliness. Like what I did on the Johanna Basford frog. Yeah, I feel like this page needs that. So, well, these are different from those, so that's okay. I don't mind them being like this. Is there more blue? I'm gonna have to do one of these pages not using blue as a background, just to get out of, you know, that red. That red. Yes, I kind of have in my head on the back burner percolating backgrounds. Backgrounds for some of those little folk pages and backgrounds for just in general. I'm very background challenged. So if you want to join the club, I know me and Coloring with Lori are in that club. She told me so. I don't know what it is with backgrounds. I just can't wrap my head around them. It just puts me in some kind of way for some reason. Did I use this? Some Derwents that didn't make it to the... They missed the plane. But I think it's the right color for here, so I'm using it. They missed their flight. Okay, then there's that big old face. Should be pink and orange. Kind of feel like it. Kind of going into that. I guess I'm kind of blocking out my colors a little bit. This is a mushy color too. So as much as I love it, I gotta be careful. What's it called? Salmon something? Because I think that's what happened with the... I need to put these little utensils away. I can actually see more of my desk, the part like above right now, which makes me happy. I did a little bit of organizing on there today. I don't know, can I do this? I could get a color, but I'm not. If you hear me fussing about how gunky it is later, just tell me, well, you used that pencil. You said it was going to do that. And you did it anyway. I'm going to try and go light, so maybe it won't get gunky. I don't know. I'm gonna go here too. Just because I can. Worst case scenario, acrylic marker covers everything. You don't like it? Cover it with acrylic marker. Hey, Kelly. I need a solution for the bubbles. The bubbles. I still don't know what to do with the bubbles, but I feel like that's going to be the last thing I do. You know what? I think I want to make these orange too. Don't think. Yeah, I don't think I've used Inktense in here yet. Yeah, see, I still got to finish this page. I think I may want to try Inktense in here. Next. Hot chocolate with marshmallows. I got my coffee that has actually hot chocolate in it. I put hot chocolate in my coffee. And speaking of food, that ramen that I got from that company, I think it's Toibo, Toibo or something like that, is really good. It is really good. It's like authentically made, in the USA by a company out west. It's really good. And the recipe that I used off of their website is really good. That sauce or whatever they had you make to put into the dashi broth is really good. Of course, I love sesame seeds anyway. I love sesame seeds, anything. Love it. Whether it's tahini, whether it's just sesame seeds on a bagel, whether it's whatever. I love sesame seeds and sesame oil, the flavor. And the the dashi broth, I actually have like tea bags of dashi broth um that I got from Amazon. I think I have it on like my subscribe and save. But you get a lot, so I wind up like skipping some of those shipments because it's like, nah, I still got some. Um, but you make a mix of a let me try. Oops, my other computer went to sleep. I don't want it to go to sleep. Oh, that's why it went to sleep. Um, you mix, you mix sesame seeds. You grind up the sesame seeds, and then you mix that with what is it, gochujang, that hot paste, gochujang paste. I'm probably saying the name wrong. And what is it? Do you put soy sauce in it? I think soy sauce, um, rice wine, and miso paste. And you mix that all together, and like it's like this thick kind of thing. And you put that into the dashi broth, which is basically water in the dashi tea bag after you take the tea bag out. And so it thickens the broth. Oh my gosh, the flavor is like out of this world. And I actually went and I toasted my toasted sesame seeds because they're toasted but they're like pale. Well, I wanted more sesame flavor, so I toasted them in a pan and let them cool and then ground them up because I wanted more sesame flavor. I wanted a richer sesame flavor. That paste is not only pretty, but it tastes fantastic. And I can see using that even to go with certain, I don't know, for other things, like just to put mix with vegetables and eat it with rice or whatever. So that technique, I'm holding on to that, boy, because that has umami. I don't know why, but I'm going in with another layer. Here's hoping I don't regret it. I'm gonna do this flappers too. Okay, I feel like we got a little balance. Let's do this guy purple. Where's my lighter one? I abandoned her. Thing. I'm a little sharper. Kind of interesting. I did that. I did the background here. Like, I don't know. I just went and did it because I only did that like in the last couple days, I guess. I think I worked on it a little bit last night. Did I? I think I did. Yeah, I finished up this side, and well, I finished up kind of like this side last night. Um, yeah, I don't know what got into me. Did it all with pencil. I don't know what got into me, but using my Color blender, that kind of helped. I really love that blender. I think it's the best blender, color pencil blender on the market. By far. It's not, or well, actually, it's a burnisher, not a blender, um, which makes all the difference in the world. For me, at least. Let's see, I was able to do it lighter with this. With a sharper point. Okay, do we want the, I don't want the blender yet. I'm still trying to figure out what I want it to look like. What we got, what we got, what we got. I think I want, what orange did I use anyway? Why don't I see it? I don't see it. I don't really want to use this, but I guess we're going to blend it in. So let's just do it. Tuscan Red, is that what he used? I don't know if I want to use that now. Yeah, these are so small. And again, if I don't like it, acrylic marker. It's my solution for everything that doesn't work. Don't like it? Acrylic marker! Haven't been studying my French the past few days. I've had a lot of work, to do, and wanted to relax too. And my brain wasn't chill enough to be doing French. So I did a little bit today to make up for that, to get back on track. And I'm kind of trying to see, Babbel will teach you phrases, but they're not really that, I don't know. They're not direct about teaching you parts of speech, or they don't start from I don't know. They don't teach you the parts of speech in the phrases they teach you. And I understand, I think that's part of because of their approach of how they're trying to, help you just do conversational French. But I'm finding more and more that I really want the grammar, And so I've been using another website, which what's it called? It's got a weird name. I think I mentioned this before, but it's called Quizzic. And I like how it seems more comprehensive about how it tells you where you're at with learning the language and what you need to learn, and then also telling you, okay, this is probably what you want to do next. I almost think that just one of those, Babbel or Quizzic, wouldn't be enough, because Babbel was starting to frustrate me for the reasons I mentioned, and I couldn't find an easy way to get that information within Babbel. And then Quizzic, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like you give me too much. You give me too much at once. No, no, no. So in combination, I like that. And then I also go to this site called, I go to a couple, but one of them's called Lawless French. I think that's the last name of the person who started the website. And so you can search there for, parts of speech, specific words, etc. And so I also kind of use that kind of as my French dictionary. So the combination of the three, I'm thinking, is kind of up in my game a little bit with learning. But then it also takes away from me having a learning streak in Babbel. Because some days when I work in Quizzic, it's like, ooh, my brain is full. I got my French lesson for the day, but it's not in Babbel, which means I don't get that learning streak thing in Babbel, which, is basically just a pat on the back or whatever. So I guess it doesn't really matter that much. I don't know why I made these things this color, but we'll find out later. We'll see how it works out. Worst case scenario, I say it's ugly. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, maybe I should have used this instead of the Tuscan red to begin with. It's only a coloring page. There are no rules. Why does this thing keep going off? Oh, because I'm not on the... That's why. Is this running? Yeah. I wish I could listen to Jason Lewis Mind the Men while I color when I'm live. But I'm always thinking it's gonna, I don't know, that I'll get some kind of copyright strike or something. I mean, not that it matters because I'm not monetized, I guess, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a nice thing to get to get struck. Doesn't seem nice at all. And see, this is where I use my coloring over and outside of the lines. I use it, blend it in. It might turn out to be purple, which will make it blend with the thing. And if it doesn't, who cares? We call it shadow. It's shadow. That's what it is. I feel like my pencil should be sharper, but I don't know. I need Wheel of Time to come back. I really do. Thank you. I miss that show. But who knows? Maybe if they continued, maybe it would have start sucking or something, and then I wouldn't like it anymore. I don't know. But I miss that show. And it's too soon for me to go back and watch the reruns. Plus, I want to know what happens next. There was more a whole lot more they could say. I miss that show. I tried watching Game of Thrones, but I just can't. There's something about it. It's just too over the top for me. I don't know. I might try again. I don't know, but I'm not too thrilled about anything with TV. Which is kind of weird because it used to be my way sometimes of getting some work done. You know, you put on the show and then I'm working while I put on the show and it's kind of background noise, halfway interested in what kind of works for a break in between working when I want to stop for a little bit, really pay close attention to the show. But there's no show I don't even care about. I don't care about the characters. I don't care what happens to them. I just don't. I don't know. Can't find anything I connect to. And then I see they're trying to. I keep seeing like advertisements where they're trying to sell me um some other, to watch some other show. It's like Wheel of Time. It's like, yeah, but it's not Wheel of Time. So guess what? I don't care. I don't need anything that's like it. I need it. Yeah, I get all. I just get all. I don't know. Because I really like the show, and a lot of people, there's a lot of fans of that show. I'm hoping they can get somebody else to take it up and start, the production and promise you know, for it to be streamed because that show was fantastic. I love multinational ensemble cast shows. Love them. Always have. That's like that show, The Expanse. I loved that one. That was another one. I was just like I waited on bated breath for every episode and would binge watch and try and hold back my binge watching so that I'd leave a little left in case I had to wait for another season. I loved that show. Even though they broke my heart when that one character died, the dad character. Which I probably shouldn't say too much because in case somebody watches it. But that's a really good show, and actually the actually was my painting professor told me that that show is true to the the books, that it's relatively that it's true to the books, the novels that it comes from. And it's like, oh, I didn't read them, but that's what he did, and he told me that they were. That's the wonder of Facebook. You talk to people that from your past or your recent past. I haven't been on Facebook really for 3 years in earnest. This is actually the anniversary of when my best friend died and when I stopped going on Facebook. I went on and I saved all our DMs and really haven't gone back on there in earnest since. But I do need to visit his wife. I am due to visit her, or her me. So I have to do that sometime, I don't know, soon. Who knows? I may come back with a cat. She kind of takes care of their neighborhood strays. She's been doing that for a long time. A bunch of people in her neighborhood do that, actually, the street she lives on. My cat that I had before I got married, and well, he came here with me, loved her. I mean, it was crazy how much he loved her. It's like that's another reason I knew. Okay, she is the one for him because my cat loves her like nobody's business. It was crazy how he was acting with her. It was so funny. It was so funny. Like she had long hair at the time, long straight hair, and he would purposely she would sit on the sofa, but there'd be some room behind her. He would purposely go and walk behind her so he could walk through her hair. And I would look at him. I'm like, you are insane. What the? You're just like you're. He was a trip. He was a trip. It was so funny. I was like, oh my gosh, I get it. I get it. You love her. So do I. And so does he. So, all in different ways. So, we get it. Yeah, says, oh, yeah. Yeah, most definitely she's the one. That was hilarious. He would keep doing it over and over, too. That was what was so funny about it. Over and over. It's like, oh my gosh. I miss that cat. I miss all of my cats. And I miss my dogs too. I miss them all very much. kind of like it just like that. Let's do a little shade. How long have I been on here? Ooh, chow. Although I was away for a little bit, but I'm probably going to call it at 2 hours. Excuse me. Yeah, I feel like I need some lining in there somehow. I might need a darker purple in here to kind of bring that out a little bit. But for now, we're going to leave it for now. That needs to be sharpened too. Okay, now my nose is starting to run. Why? I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like I do want to pull out Dark Fairy Tales. I don't want to, I know I don't want to start a new page. I don't think I want to start a new page in the Jasmine Beckett Griffith Halloween coloring book. I just want to finish the pages I've started. And both of those pictures, they both pose some challenges to me that are not, they're not relaxed coloring for me, not right now. So I don't want to touch them today. Gotta get my mind right to deal with them. And that's not today. Why did that look dark enough to me? I don't want to make it too dark, make it look crazy. I still need to do that. I don't know what color to make it. So how many whips do I have? Legion. Legion. Okay, I need a, you know what? That'll work. Is this violet? Yeah. This will work, I think. I didn't have any crazy dreams last night, so that was a plus. I did sleep a long time though. Although I went to bed at like 12:30, I think. I went to bed 12:30 a.m. So 12:30 this morning. And I slept in really late, but I slept good. I don't like how. Something about this. Something about this spot over here that's bugging me. I don't know why. It is. So I go to the orthodontist on Friday. Here's hoping they don't cancel it, because like they did the last one, because I think they really need to get there. I think, I don't know. They need to be adjusted. I don't know if that helped or not. What black? What would happen if we use black? I don't know what I'm trying to get, but something about it just doesn't look right to me, and I don't know what that is. I'm gonna leave it alone. Stop messing it with it. Thank you, Shar. And hey there, Shar. Nice to see you. Yeah, I tried to use those pigment pens. The first time is not a charm. I don't think it's. Yeah, see, I don't think that really showcases what they're good for. And that's what I got to figure out. Because I know they are good for something, especially the way I watched that one woman use them. But I don't have her skills, so I have to practice a bit. But Foxy Colorist has been using hers, so you might want to check out some of her videos where she talks about them. She's got the same ones I do, so. And this is that blending fluid, which I need to figure out how to really use it. So I may do some things in my sketchbook to try and figure it out. That might be the best place for me to do it, rather than in a coloring book. So I need an orange. I need an orange. It's coming. Which I thought they had one out, which is kind of weird to me, because I really thought I had one out. I see a Brute Fooner, amazingly enough. Which, I don't know, I'm supposed to be getting a set of those soon. From AliExpress. I do love these pencils, I really do. And I always said if I could get another set, I would. Because I like that they're square. I don't want the round barrel Brute Fooners. I like the square ones because I like that they're square. They just feel good in the hand. Okay, well, I guess it's good I had this one out. I don't even know what case I have the Brute Fooners in now. I don't remember. I have them in a case, I'm not sure what case they're in. Okay, you're going to probably shift that a little bit. Though, I'm not sure. Kind of like the lighter orange. Okay, I do the same. Let's do this one. So we don't forget how we did it. I do it this way. Do it the opposite. Outline first, inside after. Get them all. How different is this color from that one? I'm so random. Well, since we did that with this one, let's do it with this one. Because if I don't color them both today, I'm not going to remember how I colored this one. So that's what it's like. And I always try to do that because I won't remember what I used. And I could write it down, but that's too much like work. Sometimes I do write it down though, because I wrote down what I used on that first page. Yeah, I don't quite like how this turned out. As I look at it, that's kind of crappy. It needs a little work. Is it this? Did I use this? Oops. Wrong one. Wrong way. I like using the Prismacolors on top of Colors because the Colors kind of minimize the how Prismacolors can kind of disperse their crumbs, so to speak. I think I'll probably be blending that later. I don't know if I want to do that right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, shower caps. Yep, they do. They do. Did I get a real orange in here? I don't know why these are not the color I want them to be somehow. Guess I want them to be a little more orange. Oh, I didn't put the. That's what it is. The Prisma purple is missing. This one brace keeps rubbing against my inner lip. I need to put some wax on it, probably. I don't know why it's doing that today. That's why I'm thinking, yeah, I really do need an adjustment now. 'Cause something's has moved to where it's interfering. Yeah, I think I'm using sparkle gel pens on the smaller circles. Mm-hmm. So, what? Oh, what? Oh, that's weird. Okay. Mm, where am I? What was I looking for? I was looking for something. Mm-hmm. I think Ivy Pearl Clever Swirl goes live tonight. So it's 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So I want to be on the lookout for that later today. There's a chance that I actually might be in bed by then because I got to work tomorrow. Or I might be there in the clouds. But at least I have to aim for going to bed by 10 o'clock at least. So that's why I still might be here. There, I mean, at her live. I love this thing. The only way to get them is to buy a whole pack of a pack that has like what 3 or 4 blenders, and then you get one burnisher. Yes, I have. It's almost 2 hours now. In 4 minutes, it'll be 2 hours, and I don't know. Even it doesn't even really feel like 2 hours, but I guess I have been. The clock doesn't lie. There's nobody here to fix it. Change it. Just once I start coloring, I kind of forget where I am. I don't know. I just keep doing it. Let's see. Let's do. We can at least get like the base in of this. And oops, purple or blue. Kind of. Well, I don't know where to put that other one. blend that later because I don't want it to get in the way. Oops, went over the line. Okay. Is there more? No, okay. In this spot. Is that? That is ocean. Okay, now I gotta remember what what purple did I use? I don't remember. I don't remember. Yeah, the Prismacolor actually might work better for this because it'll blend easier or something. So I don't have to worry too much about a funky color on the edge because this will blend. Let's see. And what happened with my? Yeah, you know what though? This one doesn't. The Color Burnisher doesn't. Other ones do, but this one doesn't. And I think that's one reason why I like it so much. And because a lot of burnishers do, like they change the color of things, like the Derwent one, and even some blenders change the color too, which kind of gets on my nerves. Because until I learn what color they change things to, um, it's problematic. So yeah, so that's why I really like the Color one a lot. Their blender is pretty good too, but the burnisher is my favorite, and I wind up using it to blend. I'm still on that kind of blender journey to see what else will work because I have the like these guys. I have the, what are they called? Are they Hoo blenders or those? What are, no? What are those? Copic blenders, and I don't know. I got all kinds of blenders going on because I want to get a handle on how they work, what they work with, what do they work best with, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I just did that, but oh, I forgot my purple. I forgot my purple. Uh oh. Oh, so he's a little different. It's okay. I could have erased it, but I don't feel like doing all that. It can't be that bad. So it's like more brownish. Worst case scenario, couple strokes of. Actually, I like it better than that one a little bit. I'm gonna leave it different. I could add a couple strokes of an acrylic marker or gel pen, and that's purple. to turn the color, but I don't mind it being darker. And it's towards the darker side of the sea, so. Hey, Joan! Why does this thing keep going off? Where am I going? Where am I on this one? Oh, that's why. Okay. So, did we hit 2? Yep, we hit 2 hours and 3 minutes. Wow. Let's see if I want to. I do need to go in a little bit, but I want to see. Make sure I kind of. I'm doing good. Doing good. Thank the Lord. For sure. No joke. No joke. Not making it worse. Probably should stop. Okay. What is that moving over there? Sharpener. What else? What else? This is a busy page. Busy, busy, busy. I think we'll stop there. That's enough for today. I think, although I'm feeling like, oh, why? Do more. You know what I want to do? Is so you start coloring and I don't want to stop. I guess I want enough done on here so that when I look at it again, I can decide, what I like, what I don't like, what I want to continue with as far as color, if the page is balanced enough, and all that kind of stuff. I feel like the little faces need to be red. I'm really getting this done faster than I would have expected. Yeah, yeah. Planning really is good in some kind of way. I tend to do it loosely, but I do actually like. 'Cause sometimes I don't even. I may not really verbalize my plan or write it down, but it is in my head somewhere, so that whenever I go to the page, I know what I'm starting with. So I'm thinking this guy, well, I think I've already started. This guy is gonna have some orange and red somewhere. This will be my reminder. I mean, I don't know how orange or red we're going, but just a little bit. I need to sharpen this pencil again. And I like to leave enough where I can say, yeah, continue with that. No, don't do that. You know. Okay, that's it. Now I got it. Oh yeah, yeah. I can imagine. I can imagine, and people that deal with like and to have chronic pain, that's like just a whole um huge thing. And then the fact that sometimes people who have chronic pain, it's not anything that's visible, and so people will look at you like, well, you know, there's nothing wrong with you. Don't they're just very not caring, not empathetic about it at all. It's just sad. People have to change in a lot of ways. Okay, so that is it for me. Um, Coloring in Rita Berman's Hidden Oceans coloring book. Um, Third page that I'm working on, and um, yeah, that's it. I don't know why I'm trying to say something of importance. That's all I get to say. Thanks so much for joining me, and have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.